Hey guys, it is Christian here. My next video of the week is going to be a review of the 2021 MCU movie, Black Widow. The first MCU movie in over 2 years. It's been over 2 years. It's crazy. But before I get into this, please like, subscribe, and tell me what do you think of this review. Actually, I have 2 Marvel reviews coming today because I'm also reviewing Loki, even because Loki just ended today as well. So this movie is directed by Kate Shortland and stars Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh, David Harbour, O.T. Fagbenle, Ray Winstone, and Rachel Weisz. And this movie is set between Civil War and Infinity War. So yeah. Now this was a movie I was really this was a movie I wasn't as excited for or going into because the movie's too late. It should have come out a while ago. A big criticism that a lot of people had. And the way they were deciding to market the movie as some sort of like Me Too nonsense and woke movie, I just didn't want to pay money to see it, so I watched it online, and it was just average. I didn't really love that much about it. I wouldn't say there was any like woke stuff in it. So I don't know why the hell they decided to market the movie that way, but yeah. So yeah, people. Let's start though. Scarlett Johansson's still good as Black Widow. Oh, like always. David Harbour's good here as the Red Guardian. Red Guardian's a decent character, I guess. The action's cool. I really like the action stuff. And then Florence Pugh was probably the standout here as Yelena Belova. She was definitely my favorite character in the movie without competition. And also, spoiler alert, so if you guys haven't seen this movie, watch the movie and then you guys can watch this review. Because there will be spoilers here. The post-credit scene with Valentina from Falcon and Winter Soldier, aka Julia Louis-Dreyfus. The post-credit scene was pretty good. And I really like that. But now let's get to the criticism I have with the movie. I don't think Rachel Weisz's character, I believe her name was like Milena or something. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Her character wasn't that great. Wasn't really that interesting, in my personal opinion. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention, the opening scene was pretty good, too. But Rachel Weisz's character wasn't that great. O.T. Fagbenle's character is so forgettable, my goodness. I can't believe they went out of their way to give him a poster, but they don't have a poster for the main villain of the movie. Which we'll get to right now. Dreykov, Ray Winstone's character. He's one of the worst MCU movie villains of all time. He's such a boring and dull character. It's just horrible. But the most disappointing thing about this movie was Taskmaster. Taskmaster looked so cool in the trailers and stuff. And then there was a twist that didn't work at all. So they gender swapped Taskmaster. That is kind of a woke change in my personal opinion, because it is a gender swap. Because it is a swap character. They basically ruined the character. Despite there was a male stunt double in the suit, though. There was a male stunt double there. So it's technically a man in the suit then, I think. But yeah, I'm not as offended by like gender swaps in like fictional movies. I think where race, gender, sexuality swaps are the worst is in like historical movies. Including Hamilton, where they like race swap all the historical figures and stuff like that. But I digress. But yeah, the twist was very poorly handled, and it just didn't work. Taskmaster was the most disappointing character in the film for me. So they did make some woke like changes by like gender swapping Taskmaster, but the movie itself wasn't overly woke. It wasn't like a feminist nonsense type film. I didn't find it a man-hating movie. Which I didn't really find Captain Marvel a woke movie either. It is a little bit, it's definitely a little more woke than this. But I wouldn't call it super like woke, even though it is a feminism movie. Which I don't really have a problem with that, but it's not a movie that's going out of its way to trash men though. Like, that's an issue I have with like the Black Christmas movie and the Charlie's Angels movie and stuff like that. And my personal opinion, like, woke movies are the worst when they like, when they uplift a specific group while trashing the complete opposite group. I think that's when they're worst. But when they're just trying to uplift a group without trashing the other group, it's fine. So yeah, I wouldn't really say this movie was woke or anything like that, but I can understand how the marketing wanted to keep some people away from this movie. So yeah, overall, Black Widow was a fairly decent... Black Widow was just an average MCU movie. It has decent action, some good characters, but overall, it's just one of the weaker MCU movies. If I'm going to give it a grade, I'm probably going to give it like a 6 out of 10. And it's just an average movie. But yeah, with all that said, what do you guys think of Black Widow? Thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, stay tuned for my Loki review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.